All right, so before we begin, it is necessary to first respectfully hold space to honor the original stewards of the lands and waters that bring us together here this evening. To help us do this, it's my pleasure to invite collaborative group member and steering committee member, Sarah Taylor, to offer an acknowledgement and call to action.
This land acknowledgement and welcome is partly borrowed from the Sunrise Movement. So I want to acknowledge that they wrote this welcome and then encourage people to adapt it to their community. So I wanted to acknowledge that. Welcome. We know that people are coming from a lot of different places today, both physically and mentally, and in terms of what people are bringing to this space. No matter who you are, we welcome you into the space of collaboration and healing for the river that runs through our city. We welcome those for whom this is their first time meeting about the Superfund, and we welcome those who've been working on this for decades. Welcome to people who are really excited to be here, and to those who are cautiously feeling it out. Welcome to those who are seeing a lot of new friends and familiar faces, and those who are just curious to meet new people and learn more. We welcome those who live beside the Superfund and those whose relatives live near or beside it. We welcome those who have lived near other contaminated waters and those who have come here in solidarity for all the waters of the world. We welcome people of all ages, the eldest to the youngest. We welcome people of all ethnic backgrounds, people who are of African descent, Black African Americans, Asian descent, Arab descent, European descent, and people indigenous to this land. Those who identify as Hispanic, Latina, and people of mixed, multiple descents. We want to welcome people of all genders and all sexual orientations. Welcome to people of different faiths, religious traditions, faith practices, private practices, agnostics, atheists, and seekers. We welcome your bodies and the different ways you experience yours, whether it's chronic pain, strain, tension, or a disability that is seen or unseen. Make this experience the best for your body in whatever way is possible, whether that means taking breaks, stretching, or something else. We are here today on the land of the indigenous tribes who lived, worked, celebrated, and cared for the river, its many tributaries, and the plant communities on its shores. We recognize that we are here on the sites of the Multnomah, Kalapuya, Malala, Wasco, Cowlitz, Yakima, bands of Chinook, Tualatin, Nez Perce, Clackamas, and many other tribes who made their homes along the Willamette and Columbia rivers. We recognize the thousands of years of effective stewardship of the lands, waters, and sky. We recognize that the lands, water, and clean air were stolen, and that the practices of occupation and displacement have led us to the contamination of these lands, water, and air. We acknowledge the ongoing practices of displacement and occupation in our city and the harm it causes. As an act of solidarity, the CAG and Braided River Campaign are offering you a gift of red twig dogwoods cuttings. Although it may seem to you as you get your gift that it's just a stick, it has the capacity to root, take hold, and become a tree that provides shade, habitat, and food to wildlife. We offer it as a symbol of our commitment to restore the river and its shores so that they are once again a healthy place for all living things. You can place it in water until it gets roots, or simply place it in the ground. If you own or manage riverfront land, stick it in some soil by the river, or put it in a pot, or put it in your yard. I promise you, I did this with hundreds of children. If you don't let it dry out, keep it moist, but if you stick it into the ground, many of them will grow. It looks like a stick, and I feel like It's symbolic of who we are as a collaborative, that sometimes we come here and we say, what are we doing? Will this ever work? And so within that red twig dogwood is the hope and possibility. And I hope some of you will indeed stick that into some dirt and let me know how it goes and how it grows. Each of us can commit to this simple act of planting native plants along the shores. We do this not because we must, not because we're ordered to, but because we want to. One plant at a time is our commitment to repair the lower Willamette. Thank you.